Hey, what's happening? What's happening, y'all? It's back at you again with another live hangout vid. Well, I got some breaking news with you guys, and you see it to the title. To go in on this one. Now, as you guys may not have heard, or you probably about that. As I was saying, breaking news: Floyd Mayweather signs a promotional deal. The MMA promotion Rizin in Japan. He's got a match set up with kickboxing superstar undefeated Tenshin Nasukawa. That takes place in Tokyo on New Year's Eve. Yes, Mr. Doc, that is completely true. It is actually being reported on BJPen.com, MMAmania.com, and SBNation.com. All the reputable publications, fighting publications, have been reported. All right. As of right now, as we speak, Floyd Mayweather is in Japan with the Rizin promotion. All right. So this is legit. It's true. Let me bring up the article for you. All right. So according to this article here, so the Bleacher Reports reported that he'll be fighting at the Rizin Promotion Festival, Rizin 14, FF14 on New Year's Eve. So this will be in Japan. And of course, this is according to Dan Raphael. Also, Ariel Hawani, who's the ESPN analyst for MMA, has been reporting on this as well. But they are still working out some other stipulations regarding to as far as the rules, what type of weight they're going to fight at, et cetera, et cetera. All right. So the places take place at Tama Super Arena in Japan. Oh, coincidentally, my ex-girlfriend is from Saitama, Japan. Yeah. Oh Lord. So what happened to the Pacquiao rematch? Oh, that's right. Nobody gave a fuck about that. Okay, so Floyd, that bad dude. Shit. What the fuck, man? Oh man. Oh man, I gotta get the gang up here because this shit right here, I know. Let me look at that press conference. I'm gonna find out right now what exactly Floyd is saying because oh shit. Okay, hold on. Let me be composed a little bit. Let me be composed. Because the reason why I find it so fucking funny, because now you've given the MMA fans who still seething over the Conor McGregor fight last year, now you giving them ammunition to come after you. You gave them something rejuvenating life to come after you because you're going to a different ball game, Floyd. You're facing a fucking undefeated kickboxer. Not only that he has a stand-up game, but he has a ground game as well. So what the oh shit. Hey, what's up? Chino says, what rounds is Asia gonna take it down? Oh, okay. I don't know about that one, man. The Texas, what's happening? What's going on, Texas? And Ross Clark says, nobody wants to see Floyd fight anyone, to be honest with you. I don't either, but this is interesting. He's going to MMA, man. It's official. What's going on with Floyd fighting a 20-year-old kickboxer? Oh, man. Who knows? He could probably win this fight, but, we'll see. We'll see how this plays out, man. You know what? Four Life, One Deep, that's a good point. You said that, Floyd's going to modify the rules. That's exactly what we're talking about right now. According to the article, they're going to try to talk about the rules, the stipulations, what weight they should fight at. So Floyd's going to try to get something, he's going to try to manipulate some of his rules to his to his advantage against this guy. You sure about that, Ross Clark? Because it's been reported, bruh. Actually has he's actually right now in Japan giving a press conference. He's in Rizin right now. He's in Japan giving a press conference. I'm looking at it right now, bruh. He's actually giving a conference in Japan right now. He's there right now, man. Hey, you really think this guy's gonna take a dive? Ross Clark, you really believe it? We'll see. We'll see. You know what though? Some people are gonna wonder why aren't you fighting the UFC? Because they feel that he's ducking all the UFC fighters, man. Because a lot of UFC fans are gonna be pissed off about this. They're like, nah, why don't you fight UFC? Fuck Rizin. Fight at the UFC. One for Life says, look, man, this is going to be a kickboxing match and Floyd's going to take an L because I saw this kid's highlights. Yeah, I mean, if this is a kickboxing match, he's going to fucking lose. But if this is straight up stand-up boxing, nah, man, that's not fair, man. You got to give this kid his, you got to give him some advantages too, so some way. You got to play this. This is even playing field. But it's so fucking. Oh man, I don't know what the fuck. I don't give a fuck if Floyd lose. Floyd ain't ducking anyone. He ain't ducking anyone because he ain't no fucking MMA fighter. Mike says that let's not forget Floyd is a prize fighter at the end of the day. Yeah, he is. He'll fight where the money is at. Doesn't matter where. Hell, he competed in WrestleMania. Remember against the Big O, even though that was staged. We all know that. Entertaining but staged at the same time. Oh shit! Hold up, man. Hold up. Yeah, nah, he's dude. This shit is this is surreal, dude. All right, hold up. Let me just say this, man. Let me get some guys on here. We gonna have to make some predictions on this one. So the kid's 5'5". He's 125 pounds. Yeah, man. This is yeah, this is just bizarre. Let's put it this way: have we seen? Look, we've seen one-off fights, exhibition fights with boxers versus other fighters from other, genre, other sports. We've seen it before, but yeah, he's actually making a full transition. I want to know if this is going to be a step-up fight, transitional fight for him to get crossover to MMA and then go over to the UFC. Is this a transitional phase for him to do that and compete in the lightweight division against the McGregors, against the Khabibs? We'll see. All right, that's fine, Ross Clock. What up? Hey, what up? 1224529. And we have to talk about this one. Let me go ahead and get the. Let me go get the guys in here because this shit is funny. I ain't gonna make it. I'm not gonna be too long here. I can't stop laughing, man. This shit is too funny. It's too fucking funny, man. Oh my god. Okay, let me get some of the guys in here because this shit. Yeah, well, she ain't no fucking joke though. He ain't no joke, man. I saw some of his highlights, man. He can fucking fight. The Texas says that I'm thinking Floyd's doing some world tour of fights like this. Somewhere Dana White and Conor are crying right now. Oh yeah, they're probably pissed off about this because they've been trying to get Floyd to come over to cross over to MMA to UFC for a long time now. So now he's gone over to Rizin. That's a rival promotion if you think about it. Even though they really can't compete on the UFC in one instance because that's all Japan. So Rizin is very popular in Japan, and the UFC doesn't have that. I mean, it has some bit of a market share there, but Rizin is like the one that's like the biggest promotion over there when it comes to MMA. But Coach Shelton, I should be Coach Shelton Harrison on here. I should be Coach on here. We could talk about this because this right here. I mean, I like to get coaches' input on this one because this shit is funny, man. Hold up, let me get these guys on here because we gonna have to chop it up. Jump in. I'm live. We live. Jump in. We're live. Let me see who else want to get in on this. Hold on. Jump in. We're live. Let's see. Who we got? Edge. Let's see if I can get enough people in here. Let's see who else we got. Let's see if anybody comes in here. All right, somebody jump in. Who you got? Mr. Doc. Hey.
Man, I'm sitting here getting myself some food. You know what I mean? Thinking about maybe closing it down early, and then I see this shit. What the?
I'm like, what
You're
the?
kidding? No, no, no.
Well, I don't know, dude.
This is worse than Khabib. This is worse than him fighting Khabib. You understand?
Oh, this is a lot worse. This is a lot worse.
And the thing that makes it bad is this will fucking probably outdraw, you know, whatever else other fucking boxing match goes on too. But you know what I mean? It's like, but at least with Khabib, it would have been like, you know, the main name in the most prominent organization. You get me? This just makes it 10 times worse. Rizin is like the amateurs. I mean, not the amateurs, but you know, almost like a developmental league, isn't it?
Yeah,
like I mean, Coach would be the one that could break all that down. He's the one that could break all that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's why I want to get Coach on here.
I bet you he laughs. I bet you he thinks this is funny.
Yeah. Ty Legacy says, "Look, there's no decision on the rule set, but it should be a fact. If it is, it's gonna be Floyd." Well, I mean, if it's a boxing match, then that takes away the luster from the Rizin because this is stand up. This is
and then he's just fighting. Then he's just fighting against a 125-pound guy in a boxing match.
Yeah, you can't fight a 125. Yeah, I mean, come on, dude. I mean, look, Rizin is anything else because they put people in there. They matched up 150-pound guys against 300-pound guys. So this is nothing to them. I mean, it's nothing new. They've done this before.
So. Okay. See, that explains one layer of this at least.
Do you think this is looking more like Canelo's situation with Rocky Fielding? He's a bigger guy, but is he favored to beat the guy?
No. Stop it. Rocky Fielding is a boxer. Just stop it.
I mean, if it's a boxing match, niggas,
stop it.
You know what I mean? If it's a boxing match.
You can't compare this. Nah, we can't compare that. That's a totally different situation. Rocky Fielding and Canelo Alvarez are fighters. Those are boxers. Floyd is fighting an MMA guy who's not even a boxer, for God's sake.
If it's a boxer,
that's a totally different story.
At best, he might spar with some low-level boxers. That's like usually about the best you'll be able to say about anybody in MMA.
Yeah,
like the Diaz brothers. The Diaz brothers, they spar with Andre Ward. I mean, legitimately, they do. But that's about, you know what I mean? None of them are, but the Diaz brothers ain't no boxers.
Yeah, they're not. And the thing, I mean, here's the thing. Like I said, he's giving all these MMA fans who are still seething over that loss over Conor McGregor last year, he's giving them ammunition to go after them now. It's like, dude, you're in a different arena, man. You can't get you. What made you? And they're probably more upset the fact that he's signed with Rizin, a rival promoter, instead of UFC. Because Dana White, and they've been trying to get Floyd to come over to UFC for a long time now. So Dana White's probably not here. He's not happy about this news. So
what they're going to say is that he went over to Rizin so he can, because they'll let him fight small dudes.
Yeah, I mean
that'll be the first angle that people that hate Floyd will come up with. Is what I'm trying to say.
Right. I see low places in McGregor getting in.
You know what I mean? Yes, sir.
That's the easiest thing to do. Yeah, let me see. Let Low play something about this. Hey, Low, T.
Mm-hmm.
T. Yeah. What about your boy Floyd? Yeah, Floyd's fighting over in MMA now. He's over at Rizin, man. He got a match coming up on New Year's Eve.
First thing I think is, how much did they pay this man? Like, he's just rebuilding over and over and over again. He reinvent a 40-year-old fighter over and over again, man. Like, just taking, just reaping his blessings. That's all he doing, man. I just look at it, I'm laughing. I never heard of this dude, this Tekken dude, whatever his name is. But if they want to pay Floyd, they want to pay him. I mean, shit, you gotta let him pay him, man. That just is what it is, man. That's crazy. This shit is crazy.
And you want to know the funny thing about the situation? I mean, go ahead, finish. I'm gonna say something afterwards.
It's nothing hard to say. I mean, it's been done before. I mean, Sugar Ray Leonard was just on. He was just on First Take with Shannon Sharp. I mean, Undisputed with Shannon Sharp and Skip, and they was talking about Ali fighting the wrestler kickboxer thing. This ain't the first.
Yeah, it's not the kind. Yeah,
but it's smart. It's a win-win.
Maybe it's smart. This is bizarre. It's bizarre. You fight a 100-pound guy, man. It's bizarre. 5'5".
Not for who? Not for who? 5'5" is 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 not for who? 5'5"
Pretty smart though, man. Pretty smart. If you know you can
Smart for
win
Floyd.
and they
For
want to pay
Floyd.
you, yeah, they exactly. Who else? Is this dude
Nobody.
like the biggest star?
Nobody at
Is he?
all.
Is this dude a huge star? I seen he had like 100,000 followers on Instagram, and
Yeah, he's a pretty big star in Japan. I'm not sure if he's if he's bigger than anyway.
That's why one of the comments on. I feel like if this fight is actually made like real deal, like a boxing match or any type of match, it's gonna do a lot of money because Japan will pay for anything, bro. And they real big avid supporters. Like that's usually why if you look at movies, like I said, I mentioned it earlier, if a movie don't do well in America, it's gonna do well in Japan because Japan will pay for it. So this is probably gonna be one of those matches that ain't probably gonna do as good in America, but it will do good in Japan. I think that's exactly why he made the fight in the first place.
Nah,
wrestling.
well, we all know he's a debt, so he's got to get out of it some way or the other. But
Man,
I
that
mean, this
dude
is
Florida went on a whole other level. Like, the level of you just trying to keep your name in the limelight, it's pathetic, man. You sound like one of them. You sound like one of them people that just be getting on, that be making them past it rappers be getting on Love and Hip Hop and stuff like that. That's what you look like right now.
going in on Floyd. Battle going in on Floyd on that
Hey,
one.
man, if they send him the deal and it's one of them big deals, you can't. I mean, you can't do nothing but look and say shit. You earned it, man.
I'm
Like
honest. If I'm being real dead honest, if I'm Floyd and I know I can make a whole bunch of money and selling to a whole bunch of people who gonna pay for my crap, I'll do it. But still, as a fan, I'm gonna be like, you a hoe, you stupid.
Well, I mean, it is kind of telling though, because again, he is going to be changing the rules to his advantage, where it'll be all stand up, no kicks, no strikes, no submissions, no. Nah,
Like
come
I said,
on, man.
Floyd doesn't get in fights he can't win, bro. You remember how he did the whole glove thing with Maidana the second fight or something
Yeah,
like
we all
that.
know that. It was the
I
first
don't
fight
know what
actually, but
I don't know what kind of debt he
what's up?
in, or if that's even legit that he's in debt or any of that. But shit, it just makes sense to make easy money, man. It makes sense. It's a lot of people
I
out
don't
here
think he's in
doing.
debt. I don't think
It's
he's
a
in.
lot of people out here do shit stupid and freely, and they fuck their credit, they everything up.
I don't
Man,
think
shit,
he's
if
in
you got a
debt.
chance,
I
just
just think
win over.
I think it's like a Donald Trump situation. He just found a way to get out of paying his taxes, and he has to pay a whole bunch of money in taxes.
I gotta be honest. I just maybe this is just me. I really don't give a shit about any boxer's credit score.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
you,
care. I
you
don't
you
care.
mentioned that. You
I'm
mentioned that
just
numerous
saying,
Don't care.
occasions.
people in general are pieces
No,
of
no,
shit
no,
with
no.
their
But
own
yeah,
credit.
but
With like,
well,
if you get a
you,
chance
you
to
you
beat
mentioned you
the
mentioned
odds,
you mentioned low place. You mentioned this makes sense, but you know what else it makes?
Oh my
It makes
God!
it also makes boxing look bad.
no, I don't. No,
It
I don't.
does. Yes, it
Boxers are
Yes,
does.
doing.
it does.
He's a
It
Yes, it
retired.
does.
He's a
It does.
yes,
retired
it
fighter.
does.
He is a retired fighter. You can't
He's
claim.
the
You
no,
can't
no, no, no,
claim
no.
him
He's
forever.
he's the face, but it doesn't matter. He's the
No,
face of the
you
sport,
can't
whether he
claim him
wants to be or
forever.
not.
It makes him look
I'm
bad
not
because you
claiming
keep
shit.
claiming him.
I
You gotta
you
let him
think
go.
Hold on,
You
if
y'all.
it
gotta let
if
Like,
it was
Floyd
up to
go.
me, low, if it was up to me, he wouldn't
if
be the face of the sport. But guess what? Still the biggest draw, still the easily far and
yeah,
away most recognizable
I
figure.
could,
All he's gonna tell him is he's bigger than boxing. You gotta let him go. The world gotta let him go. He don't. He's not a boxer no
Well, let
more.
me ask you this, low.
Talk to
But low,
them,
but this
low,
is a
not me.
circus, though. Hey, hold up. This is a circus, though, right? You know, this is a circus
Yeah,
fight, right?
that's all he wanted.
Okay.
Exactly, and that's why we gotta let go. It's been a circus, shit. But he's getting paid. That's it. It's up to Spence, Crawford, Wilder, Joshua. Y'all boxing now. Y'all got to quit holding on this man nutsack. Quit letting him
nah,
piss on your head.
and
Man,
Crawford
hold on,
there.
this dude.
Yeah.
That's like, shut up, man. No, he not,
They
dude.
are. Yeah,
No,
they
he
are.
not.
They're talking
Yeah,
about Floyd fighting in December. Nobody gonna pay for mine. Shut that shit up, man. Shut your bitch ass up and go fight. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's how it
He's
I
in
is,
mean,
man.
Japan. He's in Japan
let's be
fighting
clear here.
125-pound kids, dude.
Let's be
Come
clear
on, man.
here.
He
So
fight
what?
Let's be clear.
125.
How many
So
Hold on,
fights?
hold
what?
on.
Low
So what?
place, low,
Let,
low,
let,
low.
let's be clear.
Wait. I got a question. On average, how many boxing pay-per-views a year do you think the average casual boxing fan buys?
None.
Or
We don't have. We don't.
or one zero or one? right?
It's their job to make the casuals want them. Ain't my fault.
Nah,
My job to do the math. You got to make the casuals want you.
no,
Floyd
no, no.
did
I'm
it.
not
Casuals
talking
They,
about
will.
they
that.
ain't find
No,
a way to do
low
it.
place. You're preaching to the converted. I'm just making an observation of what's occurring, and
To be
that is
honest,
what's
Let 'em go.
occurring.
I
Gotta
think
let them go, man. Gotta
Florida's a
let them
different.
go.
That's
We got
I
a
agree.
heavyweight champion
Hey,
I
fighting a
wish boxing. I
crackhead, and
wish
we wonder
boxing
why
would let him go
boxing
too.
hurt.
But guess what? Odds are the casual boxing fans in America are going to pay for that and nothing else.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. So they're gonna pay for that. That is true. That's
Oh,
how
we gonna
casual
get it
fans
free.
work.
Japan gonna be the ones paying. We getting it free.
Nah, we ain't gonna get it
Who's gonna
free. I
be who's
mean,
gonna
we gonna stream
broadcast
it.
it?
Well,
Who's
We
gonna
gonna
you really
broadcast
think?
it?
Whoa,
Yeah.
no, low place. You really think Floyd's gonna fucking let
Nah, we
anybody
ain't
see
gonna get it
shit for
free. We
free?
gonna get it. We gonna stream it. We gonna stream it.
Yeah.
But
Oh, we getting it free. We getting it free for sure. What you
more
mean?
than that,
Well, let me ask McGregor. Hey, hold on. Let me ask McGregor on it. Hey, McGregor, what's your thoughts on this, man?
Live on Showtime.
Man,
I
it,
think
picking this shit up, though.
look, if it's a
Showtime ain't
boxing
picking
match,
this up.
look, if they're making it a boxing match, Floyd's gonna win, yeah. But like, if this is a kickboxing match, like, I can't wait to see Pikachu whoop his ass. That's all I gotta say.
Pikachu.
He said Pikachu.
Pikachu is gonna
He better.
thunderbolt him, man.
He better throw a elbow
Fucking Pokemon.
back at that dude ball head. I'm telling you, man. He's making
Ugh.
classics in a while.
Nah, like, look, it's farcical at this stage. Like, I don't care about Floyd's money or whatever. Floyd's down Floyd. Floyd's going around selling windows in the UK. He's going off fighting like midgets in Japan. Like, let Floyd do his thing, man. Floyd's earned the right to make as much money as he fucking wants. I
Has
don't care
a.
who's
I mean,
fighting.
I'm just like,
I'm gonna
I
watch
agree
it.
with that.
I'm not
I agree
talking
with that.
about. I mean,
I agree with that.
have athletes period does something like this, like just go overseas and fight people or something like that. Because
But you know what? Here's the thing. I think it's a good thing because we can kind of like he can get boxing entirety. You know what I mean? Get it away entirety. You do your own thing. Go to Japan. Go to MMA. Do what you want to do. So I guess
how
in
much
one sense,
money?
what's
Why
up?
they did it? How much money is he gonna bring
In
to
the
the
long term,
company?
I think you got a point there, Dan.
he gonna
How
bring in a
much
lot of
money?
Yeah,
money.
long term.
He literally sit there with them dudes for a live press conference, didn't he? Oh my god, that's crazy, bro.
He make a lot of
That's
money.
crazy. They got a live press conference. Floyd Mayweather is something else, boy.
He
That's
made.
just funny.
I know. It's on right now. It's live. We're watching it right now. You
He
know.
trying. He trying to be a billionaire so bad.
Yeah, man, it's live right now. It's being hosted by fucking Yu-Gi-Oh and fucking shit.
I don't
I don't
see
even
it.
know.
I don't see anything. I mean, I thought I found it, but that ain't it.
No, I got it. Yeah, it's up here. I think T Street is broadcasting on his channel, and the Eagles doing the same thing. So,
Man, I can't wait for Sasuke and Naruto to show up in this bitch.
yeah, they already got a promotional poster up right now. They already got a promotional poster for Rizin right now, man.
So this dude get the big money. I mean, what does he do? What's this dude he's fighting? What the hell does the dude do?
He's fighting a 125-pound guy, low place.
I know that. I know that.
That's all you
He's
need
fighting
to
a
know, bro.
kickboxer. He's fighting a 125-pound Japanese kickboxer who's probably like the same size as my desk.
Yeah. In other words, there will be no leg kicks. Like you can book it, no leg kicks. Because if there's leg kicks, it's a wrap.
Yeah, no,
If that guy gets a
no
kick in
shin
the legs,
kicks,
it's
no
over.
leg kicks. So no sweeps, no shin kicks, no takedowns, no submissions. So that's what it
Okay,
looks like to me.
dude, he only got
But go ahead.
dude only got 100,000 views on his highlights and shit like that. Is he a star? Or we just
Well, I heard
calling
he's a.
him that?
Mate, he's got
That's what I
172.
heard.
He's got 172,000 followers on Instagram. That's not bad.
That is fucking bad. That ain't good. That's like Earl Spence popularity right there. That's not good. Shit, like no, come on, bro. Floyd just picking on
Yeah,
somebody,
Khabib.
man.
But yeah, compare that to Khabib. That's what I said. This is what I meant when I said this is a bigger fucking circus than Khabib would have been.
Man, he just
At
getting
least
paid.
Khabib is perceived, you know what I mean, by a lot of people as the man right now in the biggest MMA organization, perception wise.
Yeah.
Floyd just getting paid, bro. He's like,
You know what? I need to get coached in here, man.
Please, somebody that knows more about it, please correct me if I'm wrong. But from what I understand, the perception of Rizin is it's like AAA baseball. It's the MMA
Yeah.
equivalent of like AAA.
Yeah, hey, where's Coach Shelton Harris, man? I gotta get Coach
No
in
idea.
here, man. We gotta get him in here. Let me see if I can.
I gotta hear what he thinks. I gotta hear what he thinks.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Hey, yo, Haplo type is in chat. Haplo, what's going on, Haplo? Haplo says that, hey, Floyd's entitled to get his money. It's cool. I'm entitled to say it's a fucking joke of a fight, especially if they count on his boxing record. I mean, at least Conor McGregor was a star fighter with a little boxing experience in the background. And entitled.
Yeah, I mean, why do you have to?
No, hold on. Yeah, I'm just gonna say something about Conor McGregor's fucking background in boxing. Conor McGregor sparred 3 times as a kid, yeah, and had 1 amateur fight when he was 13 years old, and that was it. That's not a fucking boxing background. The chap quit that for 4 years and then started MMA. He sparred 3 times and had 1 amateur fight and lost.
Well, I guess to Haplo's point, at least he has 1 sanctioned fight on his record.
So McGregor, he's got the same McGregor. So he's got the same record in the amateurs as he does the pros.
Floyd Mayweather is crazy, bro. This shit is nuts. He got TMT on the damn wall behind. Man, they maybe paid him to just got. Man, you can't imagine what they paid him for this shit, man. Come on, man.
I know Floyd gonna get paid for this too, because the Japanese fans, they're gonna pay for it, man.
Come on, bro. And New Year's too, man. Inoue and them want them fights on New Year's. Oh, they out of business, man.
Oh, man, that Golovkin
Golovkin Murata money, nah, bro. That shit out the window. It ain't happening. They took that shit over.
Inoue should cuss Floyd out in Japanese, on his Twitter, be like, "You stupid, fat, all-headed son of a bitch, you need to stay in America."
Yeah, he finna take all the views on it. Cause you know that shit big over there in Asia on New Year's, man. They do their damn thing, bro. They do their thing on New Year's. Floyd done got in on that shit, man.
I know, that's what he's capitalizing on.
Hey, but you know, wait, hold up. To Mr. Doc's point, though, don't you think this is still kind of embarrassing, for Floyd to do this?
Kind of
Do you think so, honestly? Embarrassing for him to cross over like this to fight a 120-pound guy who's 5'4", 5'5".
Man, who cares about
no, man. I don't think it's embarrassing.
You got paper, when you get paid, just get paid. Why the fuck you gonna be embarrassed?
It's not embarrassing for Floyd personally. Like I said,
not personally. Yeah. When Doc said
it's embarrassing for Floyd unless you get money.
I'd be embarrassed if Triple G did this and he ain't proved shit in boxing, but it's just like, okay, I'm stopping boxing and I'm going to this. Like, this dude prove some shit. None
of these boxers care about legacy when they getting paid that much money.
Nah, maybe not. Maybe not, but it'll still be embarrassing for a person that don't have one.
I'll say most.
Yeah,
most
well,
I'm wondering about money.
Let me just say this, man. I'm wondering what Dana White has to say about this, because I think he must be seething right now.
Dana White can stick it. I don't care what that nigga got to say.
What? Well, what do you got against Dana White, man?
Nah, he one of them dudes that he's looked at as like he's a grandmaster promoter, and I'm just like, man, this nigga he's just a turd, like a fat white turd.
What would you say, Lo?
They just sitting there. Nobody's talking at the table. Floyd's not talking. The middleman ain't talking. The opponent ain't talking.
Well, he was talking not too long ago. So he was already talking for like a good 20, 30 minutes. So he been talking for a long time at that press conference.
Man, this is
so
crazy.
DGO. So DGO in the chat says 0082 says that, look, if they let this kid kick Floyd's in big trouble. That kid kicks like a goddamn shot. Yeah, his kicks are.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say his kicks are pretty striking. His kicks are pretty lethal, man. So, like I said, the rules are gonna be though.
You guys ever seen the fight before this news?
Well, I seen some of his highlights before I got on here. So yeah, he can kick. He can strike.
They probably gonna pull an Ip Man too. The referee come out like the third round, but like there's no kicking allowed in this fight.
Yeah.
You kick next time you'll be disqualified.
It's an iconic world.
Have any of the rules been set yet?
Trying to become a universal icon like Dennis Rodman, Russian and shit. Yeah. Roy Jones with Russia, shit like that, man. Floyd on this shit.
That's how you do it.
Well, you know what? Hey, you know what? To be fair though, Hey, you know what? Be fair though, Flash has been training with some of the MMA stuff before this announcement a few months ago. So we would just thought that okay, he would cross over to UFC. So he has been training though. Let's be fair. He has been training with some of the MMA.
All kind of ad revenue.
So,
he finna be branded to all kind of these ads that he never got to touch in the States. Like, it's a power move, man. He finna be more universal than ever. It's a power play, man. It's a power play.
He trying to be a billionaire, man.
If by power play you mean paying his taxes play.
That's exactly what it is. But you know what, though? Do you think this gives MMA a sign of life that Floyd's crossed over? Because now these people are going to come back. You see, your best fighter in boxing just crossed over MMA.
Floyd crossed over a long time ago, Dan.
Mm-hmm. Well, I see what you're saying.
Since Floyd, set Manny Pacquiao aside, since Floyd retired, no one is even in the same stratosphere as Floyd.
Well, what I mean by that, Mr. Doc, is that if you're talking about Conor McGregor had to go to his realm and fight.
No, I just mean that Floyd. I just mean that casual fans and even non-boxing fans, you know what I mean, to a degree, know who Floyd is more so than any other boxer in the last however many years.
Yeah. I see what you're saying, but let me reword what I'm saying. What I mean is crossing over is he's going over to MMA now. He's fighting in that arena, so he's giving them a sign of life. They're going to come back and say, you know, this dude. It tells you what MMA is all about and how dreadful boxing is. That's what they're going to say. And, you know, EJ's not going to like that because obviously this is what we've been talking about for a long time now. If he does this, this is going to be a big problem for boxing. You know what I mean? MMA fans going to come out and say.
Because Place is right. Boxing's not going to let Floyd go. Boxing never lets the fucking, stars go. It never lets the stars go.
Yeah, you can't.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's not us. It's not us, Slow Place.
I'm telling you right now, you can't get on any comment section and disrespect Floyd without Floyd nut huggers just getting really getting on you, bro. You can't do it. Because if you say Floyd, like anything related to domestic violence, they're gonna get on you. And I swear, I'm telling you.
That has really not much to do with my point, but okay.
I'm just saying, like, boxer will never let Floyd go. That's what he said, and they won't.
Well, I mean, my boxing don't ever let legends go. They don't never let Mike Tyson go. They never let Muhammad Ali go before he passed.
Yeah, but they're never gonna let Floyd go because
they still haven't let Mike go. Really, I mean,
they haven't let Mike Tyson go. Yeah,
I'm saying, but they're never gonna let Floyd go for the simple fact that he retired undefeated. He retired with his brain in check. He's not punch drunk. He is rich, one of the richest boxers, and people love that about Floyd. And I keep telling people, Floyd, a lot of people love Floyd.
As long as he keeps dipping his toe in the pool, they're not going to let him go. I'm not saying it's right. Like I said, it's an observation, not an opinion. You know what I mean?
He's funny, bro. He got the shit again. He took the attention again, bro.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he's an attention seeker, bro.
He's an attention seeker. Yeah, he's an attention seeker. He definitely got everybody talking now, man. I have to say,
you ever seen My Wife and Kids? Well, he always tell his son around so he can slap the back of his bald head. I feel like doing that to the floor right now.
Yeah, it's all right, man. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know, man, but the thing is that who's gonna broadcast fights?
and you know that
free on Showtime, man. That's free on Showtime.
They're gonna line up. They're gonna line up for fucking the rights to broadcast.
You think Showtime's gonna win the broadcasting rights for this fight?
Free on Showtime, bro.
Somebody will. Look, and there you go, Dan. Thank you. Look, for sure. There's gonna be a bidding war for this shit. You couldn't get a fucking American station to even consider the World Boxing Super Series. That's boxing in America right now.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just going to reinforce it.
It is what it is. Same shit Floyd went through. These boxers they're going to have to step up and fight.
That's why I said it's an observation. It's not a judgment. It's an observation.
I'll tell you one thing. If this fight is on Showtime, it better not be a fucking pay-per-view. Nobody's buying shit. It has to be on free.
Wrong, Dan. No. Everyone's going to buy that, and they're not going to buy fucking Fury versus Wilder. In terms of
anyway.
No. Again, this isn't about us, Low Place. It ain't about any of us. I'm talking about the casual fans.
I'm saying they wasn't buying that no way. More than likely. You can't sell that
Well, they're
damn
definitely
fat
not.
ass
They're
dude
definitely
over
not
here.
going to buy it now.
No,
They ain't gonna try to buy 2 boxing pay-per-views in the same month.
They can't sell that fat ass bald head dude over here talking about he was doing drugs and depressed. They can't
Ah,
sell
here
that.
you go with that shit.
at a certain
Yeah,
point.
but
They
you know,
can't
I could
sell
go.
that.
I
That
could
was
get
the
a. Yeah,
bro. That was the
yeah.
stupidest pay per view to ever try to put on. I feel like you could sell Dillian White more. I honestly do.
You can, but
What the stupidest pay per view? Wait, hold up. First of all, the dumbest pay per view they ever put on was Hasim Rahman versus Oleg Moskayev. That was a pay per view. People don't know. HBO put on 12 years ago. All right, it was a damn good fight, yes, but it wasn't pay per view worthy. So let's not go there on that one, bro. Let's not go there on that one.
I'm saying the dumbest one they could have made for us today, heavyweight division, was putting that drunk crackhead press motherfucker on pay per view. And it's boring ass fights. They should have put Dillian White.
No, come on, dude. There's like 20. It's not a great matchup, but there's like easily 20 guys off the top of my head I can name. Gerald Washington rematch. Boom, worse. That's worse.
They wouldn't consider it. They wouldn't consider it. I'm talking about things that you'd actually consider pay per view. They really picked the worst one. Well, you could have.
I mean,
you could have.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
No, you don't, low place. No, you don't, low place. In that regard, pretty much no fight is pay-per-view worthy because it's just the state of it.
Ortiz 2, Dillian White. All
the first one wasn't. The first one wasn't pay-per-view. The first one. Whoa, no, dude. The first one wasn't pay-per-view.
I know that, but it's an easier sell than to put this dude on pay-per-view.
Oh, no. That's a less bad sell. There's a fucking difference. No. It's a less bad. Stop it.
Million people tuned in.
How is it a less? How is it a less
You got a
sale?
million people watching a good fight.
How is it a less sale?
No, I said it's a less bad.
Well, hold up, Adam. Well, go ahead, Doc. Go ahead. Finish your statement, Doc.
It's just less terrible, low place. I know you of all people know what I mean. It's only less terrible.
I stopped you, Wilder. He can say I stopped you, and they say this, they say that. It's an easier sell than giving me this dude. I was depressed. I was on crack. I'm still fat. That's what the fuck? Like, and then you put his highlights on. He's in there with his hands down, titties jumping it. Nah, man. Give me Luis Ortiz.
The promos have been terrible.
You know
that would have been the easiest. I just do it.
You know what? Fight with him and Dominic Brazil. You know them going back and forth. It would have been a sellable fight. But I'm not sure. I'm just not confident in a lot of people.
Brazil on pay-per-view. Really?
Yeah,
Brazil on pay-per-view.
But I don't think you understand.
No. Explain to me if the first Ortiz fight wasn't pay-per-view, why would Brazil be pay-per-view?
I don't think you understand, bro. At a certain point in the boxer's career, it's not always about who they fight. It's about people just showing up because they like to see the fighter fight.
Yeah, Deontay Wilder ain't reached that though. Yeah.
Well, do you know what country we're talking about here, Battle Rifle? Do you understand what country we're talking about?
We're talking about America. I'm talking about America. I'm saying.
Yes, exactly. Okay, you got the country right, but you don't seem to understand the dynamics with regards to boxing very well.
Yeah, I am because Deontay Wilder has good numbers as far as views, and he can sell himself.
Compared to what? By boxing standards, but outside of boxing, compared to what? No. Compared to what outside of boxing does he have good numbers?
Why would I need to compare to anything outside of boxing? We already know boxing.
To give us proper context to where boxing's at in this country, aka the back of the fucking last page of the paper.
We already know. It's not like it ain't gonna change. It's the only person we would rather see would probably have a fight where somebody would see. Just like this one, how big the numbers would do. And his numbers are already good.
Yeah.
They said they just want 500K. They said they want 500K. That's all they want. So
yeah, and 500K is.
Well,
I don't think they get that.
Well, they also said they also said. Wait, hold on.
Dude,
they also said
reruns of Home Improvement probably get that kind of viewage.
No.
That's Terrence Crawford. That's a TV show. Hold up.
Terrence Crawford.
Hold up. Let me say something.
200.
Wait, battle. Hold up. Well, hold up. No. That's true. Terrence Crawford only did 50,000 on pay-per-view, which was bad.
Yeah, I heard it was 200,000.
Number two.
You heard wrong.
Not even close.
He did pretty bad.
Yeah, that was bad.
50,000. Hold up. Let me look it up.
Yeah, look it up. It was 50,000. But anyhow. But the point is, Showtime did say they'll be satisfied with 400,000 buys. Look, to be honest, I'm gonna be realistic. As much as I want this pay-per-view to succeed, I think realistically it'd probably do 200, 300,000 buys. Why? The heavyweight fight. Heavyweight fights tend to draw more than the little man.
Yeah. How many buys did the Cannoli Golovkin rematch get?
1.1 million. 1.1 million.
Yeah, it's going to do good numbers, I think.
What was the first one?
Okay, well, they'll be lucky to get half that. So 400,000 would be around the high end to me.
Yeah. I say the first fight, Canelo and hold on. Canelo and Golovkin first fight did 1.4.
So yeah, basically heavyweights ain't shit these days, man. They just ain't. Like they ain't gonna do. They're gonna do Terrence Crawford number.
That's what I'm saying, Lopez. That's the point I was trying to make to Battle Rifle. Nobody in boxing gets views like that over here, bro.
That heavyweight shit overrated now, man. Floyd done killed all that, bro. Floyd is like, fuck them big dudes, by me.
Yeah. They got to become familiar first.
Well, first of all, his fight. Look, his fight's New Year's Eve, so that's a long way to go. People won't be worried about that now. All right. Second of all, he's fighting in Japan. Okay, who gives a fuck? Who gonna get up early in the morning and watch that dude fight in Japan?
All right. Floyd finna promote that shit. Floyd finna be doing shit over and over again to make you talk about him every week leading up to this fight.
Yeah, I mean,
he's gonna fuck everything up, bro.
Hey, the thing is, I don't think you understand. People are desperate for another heavyweight champion like Deontay Wilder, bro.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
They gonna tune in. They gonna tune in to just see Deontay Wilder.
What people? Who that? No, Battle Rifle. Let me lay this out. Who other than those that are already watching boxing, outside of those people, what people that aren't already watching boxing is it going to bring in like that?
It's not gonna bring like in the crazy casual. It's just gonna be the mostly nostalgic fans that be like, hey, I remember.
In other words, the people that are already watching. Thank you.
No, that's not the case, bro. Because that's not always the case. Because usually,
you know what? Though, to be fair, Mr. Dodd. Well, hold on, Battle. Hold on. To be fair, Deontay does have celebrity friends, so they could people to watch the fight. They could promote it. So he does have celebrity friends.
Let's be clear here. And I'm not trying to put people in a whole one category. But be honest with yourself. Did you start watching boxing because you're like, oh, I just love boxing? No, you usually started with one fighter. You like one fighter and you used to watch him all the time, and then you start branching off. You realize that guy fought this guy. Hey, I remember that guy. He fought this guy. It usually starts with one fighter. That's how it happens. And
when I started watching boxing, it was on free TV, the main channels, ABC, NBC, CBS. No. Prime time TV. The sport was bigger than the NBA and bigger than the NFL. Let that sink in. Bigger than the NFL and the NBA, bro. This reality we're in now doesn't fucking apply. Doesn't fucking apply.
Wait, hold on.
Why not?
Let Mr. Finish up this. Let Mr. Doc finish it.
Because it's not even like it's barely in the sports section anymore, much less the fucking King of the Hill. Stop it.
Why should I
stop Undisputed? It was just on Undisputed, and all Skip was doing was down and make you sad.
Please, God help me if anybody tries to compare Skip to Howard Cosell. If anybody tries to compare him to Howard Cosell,
it's like Sugar Ray's on Undisputed, and Skip was just like, doesn't it just make you sad?
Do you know
battle? Can you let people talk, bro? Damn, man. Damn.
Yeah, I know, but let people talk, man.
Look. You're on Undisputed, and Skip is sitting in there, and he's just telling Sugar Ray Leonard, ain't you just sad how far your sport has fallen? Your sport is just under this, is under that. Ain't nobody been to watch no fucking Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, my honest fucking opinion. And Deontay Wilder ain't the guy gonna bring him back. Floyd already brought him and they left with him.
Hey, you know what? Guess what? Hey, low. Guess what though? Don't complain when people are not watching Stevenson Vaz.
I don't give a shit who watches. I just want to see it.
I want to see it. But I'll be honest with you though. I think the Wilder Fury pay-per-view is going to be
Dan's right though. Dan's right. Stevenson versus Vosdick shouldn't be worried about doing less numbers than fucking Floyd's sideshow. It shouldn't.
Yeah,
it really shouldn't.
But okay, so the thing is, I'm pretty sure we thought to ourselves that people was not going to fall for another Floyd Mayweather $100 pay-per-view, but they did pay for McGregor. They knew it was kind of like a stunt, didn't they?
That was MMA. Hold on. And
I knew they were going to fall for it.
Yeah,
I knew they were going to fall.
Hold up. That was loyal UFC. Wait, hold up. Battle. Wait, let me finish talking. Hold up. That was loyal UFC fanboys of Conor McGregor pay-per-view more so than the boxing fans. Let's be real. They're the ones who bought.
But
they're the ones who believe.
Be clear here.
Hold up. McGregor was the one who sold that fight. They believed that he had a legit chance of beating Floyd Mayweather. That's why they were sucked into that. They all believed in this whole persona. MMA was better than boxing. They believed in that for years. So that's what happened. But go ahead.
And they also got a good chunk of what like super social casuals that just happen to recognize both their names because their names are that prominent.
And the thing is, I think you guys need to realize that when that fight was first announced, Floyd took a long time to actually respond and say he actually wanted to fight. So a lot of people were saying, I'm not going to – I remember the comments. They were saying – a lot of people were saying, I don't want to see the fight unless it's in the MMA. But usually when the press conference came around, everybody ended up tuning in saying, hey, I want to watch this fight. And that's what happened. That's what hyped the fight out. It was our press conferences, like the one when Conor McGregor was wearing that blue suit. And I was saying that the fights – when you know the Pareto principle is, Doctor?
Man, what the hell are you talking about?
You gotta let me finish. You just tell me not to interrupt. So like Pareto principle.
Let Battle finish. Go ahead, Battle. Finish.
Oh, Pareto principle. Pareto principle, you mean?
Yeah, and basically, it was like it's like even if you're talking about anything in life, it comes down to like 80-20 rule, and
yes, usually you're always going to have a fucking like 1 percentile, 1/10 of a percentile that is just ridiculously a huge gigantic outlier from the rest of it. And
let's be clear here. The fight, when you're talking about sports, period, it usually comes down.
By the way, if you want to apply the Pareto principle here, that one outlier 1/10 of a percentile, that would be the people that were on here going, we don't want to see this shit. In other words, the people that are already watching boxing.
It would be the people. It would be the.
Yes, no. The rest of them all bought the pay-per-view. The casuals and the social casuals, etc. Hardcore boxing fans streamed the shit out of that shit. Very few.
Listen, boxing is an event. You see celebrities tune in almost every fight. So you can see a whole bunch of casuals being like,
not every fight. Wait, hold up, battle. Not every fight. It depends what.
Not anymore. Yeah, not anymore.
I'm saying okay, Wilder, they're going to tune in. You got Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, they're going to tune in. You got Danny Garcia, they tune in. Usually the outlier boxers make like the best amount of revenue when most of the boxers are making nothing, and that's usually sports. Period. Sports. Period is just a lot of athletes not making anything, in the top outlier people.
They're making the top 20% of jack shit compared to what they would have been making if.
I'm just gonna say this: Floyd Mayweather made a lot of people watch boxing, and he took them with him. So all you motherfuckers gonna be on the zone for $9.99.
That's another way of putting it. Yeah.
They 50-cent fighters, basically. Okay, that's what it is. We paying 50 cents for this fight, this fight.
We know that. Period. We already know.
They need to deal with it. It ain't no Wilder pay-per-view.
You know what?
Look, you know what? Shannon Sharp to be honest, Dante the other day. Shannon Sharp, just like they said, Anthony Johnson. They said Dante Wilder. They don't know these niggas, man. They don't know. You can tell when Undisputed and First Take don't know shit because you can just tell when the camera cut. That means they have cut, researched, and they started back up. That's all that shit was, people. So yeah, these boxers, they 50-cent fighters.
It's not so much going to change what boxing fans decide to buy. The problem is there's not very many of us.
I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying this shit. That's all I know. Our sports suck, but I love it. End of the day, that's how it is.
Well, it only sucks because you got fucking fighters who can make you $2 million a fight. Think they're A side and shit. They won't take tough fights now.
And why do you think fighters? And why do you think fighters just keep going back to the sport? They know it's a certain level of opposition that they have.
No. You got a little bit off there. If
No.
I've said
Listen,
this
listen.
already. No, hang on. No. Let me finish. I've said this before. I'm going to repeat it, man. If fucking Terrence Crawford and versus Errol Spence, if Aram and Al Heyman thought for 1 nanosecond it would make half the fucking money of this coming up circus act of Floyd's or his previous circus act, they would have fucking made the fight already.
Mm-hmm.
The market here is fucked, bro.
Yeah,
the market here is fucked.
I think we have to realize that I know you might disagree, but HBO's boxing is not where it's set because let's be clear here, most people don't really watch cable anymore. So if you're talking about cable when it comes to HBO, people didn't really watch HBO as like period compared to Premier Boxing Champions because when it comes to PBC, usually people will keep the local
I agree
channels.
completely. What's your point? It's free TV. Duh.
So the thing is, when we're talking about Deontay Wilder and
you're just reinforcing my point, Battle.
No.
The point is, there's not very many fucking boxing fans willing to pay money, except they're willing to pay money for fucking Floyd circus sideshows.
Well, you know what?
Instead of
You know what? Hey, Mr. Doc.
What I'm trying to say,
you know, Mr. Doc. Hey, Mr. Doc. Here, can I say? Hold up. Can I interject real quickly, Battle? Then you jump back in. To be fair, though, I think boxing will thrive a bit if it weren't for streaming today, illegal streaming. Because streaming has really damaged the sport in many ways.
I mean, we say that.
How would that change? How would that change the fact that Floyd by far, not even close, can make way more money fighting can make way more money fighting McGregor than he can fighting Errol Spence, Keith Thurman,
Of course he can. Well, because it takes two to
know the difference.
Wait, hold on. Let me answer that question. It takes two to tangle. You know that he knows damn well that he can't sell fuck Errol Spence fighting if he fights those guys.
Of course not, because there's not enough boxing fans in America. Thank you, Dan.
Listen,
thank you.
I can reiterate. I can counter that because Dan the man he brought up a good point. He said this is the same thing movie fans say, and it's the same thing that a lot of fans when they bring out in movies. They say the reason why movies are doing so bad nowadays, movie theaters, is because of streaming. No, they're not. Yeah. When you look at like the best movies that's coming out, like Infinity War, Black Panther, people know that's an event. It's an event. When people come to boxing matches, it's usually because
it draws. The people complain. Back to your use of the your misuse of the Pareto principle. Okay, the Pareto principle, quantity here. Once again, when you talk about something like people complaining about movies, blah blah blah. Usually, that's from hardcore movie fans, the minority, not the casual fans. The big movies draw casual fans. That's why they're big movies. That's why they're big movies, Battle. That's why they draw. That's why they sell.
Numbers they sell when it comes to movies like Star Wars, Infinity War, is not because of just annual moviegoers. The people that go there, people will tell you if you.
Okay. So, are you saying that Star Wars is not ridiculously fucking identifiable to casual movie fans?
I'm not saying that. Look, what I'm saying is when you ask an actual person working in a movie theater, they will tell you it is dead all week until something like Star Wars comes out, and then it's just packed like
it brings in the casuals. Yes,
that's what I'm saying. And that's what
That's what we've been talking about the whole time, Battle. What brings in the casuals?
That's what I'm trying to say. I was trying to say that
in the case of American boxing, what brings in the casuals is complete circus side acts that really aren't boxing.
Yeah, and I mean that is true, but I'm not saying that this can't be any exception because I'm saying like a heavyweight boxer can draw on that revenue. Just saying, oh, he knocks people out. People, they'll get that. If you just tell people they're knocking people out, they can really latch on to that. You just have to give them more exposure, and that's what they can do.
Nobody want to watch these sloppy
Wilder, dude. Name the person Wilder could fight next that is going to get him even close to the numbers that Floyd's going to do.
Nobody.
That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen.
Doesn't matter. Then what's your point?
There's not any boxer right now that can do that. So what I'm saying is for 400 and 500,
and that right there is the problem. It shouldn't be the best fighting the best. That used to be the reason the best fought the best was because that's how these guys made the most money.
Do you think all boxing revenue is just coming in through Floyd Mayweather? I mean, there's some boxers out there that can make some good cash. If the selling point is
we're talking about what's going to attract casual interest.
And I'm saying with Deontay Wilder just being the guy who's fighting and who's knocking everybody out. A
Okay,
lot
well,
of
when is he
casual
going to
fans.
start attracting this attention you're talking about?
Yeah, because it's
Yeah,
been a
Waiting.
while already. It's been
I
a
said
while already.
It's
You
been
I
a
know,
said I said
while,
what
and plus, well, what though? Let me just say this. Let me say this. And I'm a Wilder fan, but I'm gonna be fair though. Initially, his management has done a bad job of promoting him ever since he got that championship belt.
I mean, he has a good team. He has a good team,
He's a,
but
they're okay, but they done a good job at the beginning. Yes, he was getting all these knockouts, but they weren't promoting him as a killer knockout.
they tried.
Tyson. They
They
weren't doing it.
tried.
they
They put him
should.
on Floyd undercard, but people didn't give a shit. I told you, y'all ain't listening. Floyd brought him and
What they
Floyd
put?
took him. That's
Wait,
what
hold up,
it
hold
is.
up, hold up, hold
They
up,
are
hold up, hold up. They
attracted
put
to
him.
Floyd Mayweather,
Wait, hold
not to
up,
boxing, bro.
wait up, hold up, bro, hold up. They put him on the undercard when nobody was coming into the fights, man. They put him like way beyond the bottom of the undercards. They didn't put him in like the second or third before the main event. They didn't do that. Of course, nobody didn't know who the fuck he
You
was.
know,
You put him in, you put him on undercards like that. Hold up. You put him on undercards like that. It's like the first fight that starts off.
Maybe that's him saying they get a fighter the option. You want to make this money, you want to make that money. He probably said this money more. He was looking at the short term because maybe he felt he had short term skills at the time. I just can't blame the management. Hell, I saw the fighter. The fighter wasn't ready for that. And bro, the truth of the matter is just this: Floyd brought him, Floyd took him, Canelo got his, and everybody else is just getting shit
but
on.
but,
It's just
but
the
Let's be
truth.
real though. But Floyd's doing this because he's in debt. He's in
listen,
debt. He can't manage his money very well. Let's be
I
real.
mean,
He's in
that
debt.
may be
His
a
money.
rumor. Man, he just bought a $30 million
That ain't no
mansion.
rumor. It's a fact. No,
No,
that
no,
ain't no
no.
rumor. It's a fact.
He
He's
just
got
bought
IRS
a
troubles,
$30
bro.
million mansion. Is what they
I don't
just
think
said.
we
So what?
understand. I
I'm
don't
just
think
saying, man. I mean,
I don't think
Go ahead.
I don't think we don't understand how much individualism ties into boxing. Like you can look at people like KSI and Logan Paul who just have crazy followers and then do a boxing match one time and get crazy
And
numbers.
they did like 800,000 buys on fucking YouTube for God's sakes.
So I'm saying like if Deontay Wilder
You're
would have
just proving
probably
our point, battle. You're just proving that just drives home.
Yeah.
That just reinforces the point.
no
No way. Do you really think?
Deontay
No. Do you think for one
Hold on.
second, no matter what, no matter how much they promoted, do you think for 1 second, some two TV stars boxing would have drawn more than fucking Leonard versus Hearns the first time?
bro, I've been saying I haven't thought
No, it
that.
would.
I have been saying I haven't thought that. You said earlier with Floyd, who's going to make a lot of money? Floyd. I never said they would do that. I just said the numbers they want to hit, which is 500K, and that's doable due to the fact that a lot of these celebrities
man, I
come
don't know
in.
if that's doable, bro. I don't know if
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
It's tough, of course, it's tough, but like I
That
said,
shit
it's
need to be
doable.
$29.99. That fight need to be $29.99.
If you're trying to hit 400, if you're trying to hit 400 pay-per-view buys with boxing and the name Floyd isn't involved and the name Canelo isn't involved and the fights in North America, good luck with that. It's going to be tough.
No.
Yeah.
Not
If
saying
you
it's
put it,
impossible, but good luck with that.
then somebody's going to see it. It's not worth buying. Like you said, if stuff is expensive, that they think is more valuable. So I think if you put it $29, it's not going to be the right move. You probably keep it at 50 or 60.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, I hear you. But I'm about to end this.
$29.99, bro. That's what they worth. $29.99. $19.99.
All right, fair enough. But I'm going to end that hangout, y'all. I appreciate you guys for coming in. It was a good conversation. We're going to have to finish this up probably another day or a little bit later. But I thank you guys for coming in. The chat for tying it in. Until then, I'm out. Peace.